The kind of woman you should stay away from to protect yourself from getting hurt. The types of women you should avoid: desperate girls. In most cases, the first factor that males consider is a woman's physical attractiveness. Many people believe that if a woman is attractive and puts effort into her appearance, then she must be the ideal mate for them. But what they don't realize is that this outward aspect is really concealing something far worse. It's possible that the same thing occurred to you. As soon as you start a relationship with her, you realize that she is not precisely what you desire or what you anticipate she would be like. She caused you pain and then abandoned you at a time when you were least expecting it. A significant number of males continue to pursue a lady who lied to them and took advantage of them. To put a stop to this, though, you need to know from the very beginning the sorts of ladies you should steer clear of in order to protect yourself from being injured again. Desperate girl. This is the type of girl who spends her entire life planning out and looking for the perfect life. And then all of a sudden she realizes that she is getting old, but she hasn't gotten married yet because she hasn't found the ideal man for her. This is the type of girl who spends her entire life planning out and looking for the ideal life. She is anxious to be married, and she doesn't care who the man is or what he does, she just wants it. Because of the limited amount of time she has, she is willing to wed a jerk so long as he is suitable for marriage. Be careful, for if you wed one of them, you'll be stuck with her for the rest of your life. Materialistic girl. In most cases, favorable. Appearing inappropriately attired. From the surface everything seems to be doing extremely well, but on the inside it is nothing but a pile of money and a greedy taker. She is always on the lookout for males who are handling their finances extremely responsibly with their money. Despite the fact that she is a biological female, she has the unrealistic expectation that a guy should pay for her whole life. At first, she is extremely kind and pleasant, but after some time, you'll see that she is always looking for more, and this is true regardless of how much you offer her. She is the embodiment of avarice. She is just concerned about what she wants and has no regard for the emotions of others. You should avoid becoming involved with a lady like her because she will break up with you when she has spent all of your money. Angry girl. She is the kind of girl who views life as a contest to be won or lost. Everything that occurs or is spoken to her is considered an insult at her address, whether it be actual or perceived. Also has negative views on men and can only perceive the negative aspects of their character. She never stops being irritated and enraged. In most cases, she enjoys removing everything that is said to her from its original context and interpreting the words in whichever way she sees fit. There is no possibility of a future between the two of you. She has resentment against males that is always on the verge of exploding. Insecure girl. She is extremely pleasant to be around, and she is highly respectful to males. However, she is prone to get frustrated. Suffers from crippling anxiety about the prospect of choosing the incorrect choice. She is forced to give everything a second thought, including what to do, what to dress, where to go, and what to eat. She has an unquenchable need for continuous reinforcement that she is lovely and an unceasing capacity for worry. Please continue reading. Stupid girl. A female like her loves to talk a lot, but she never has anything insightful to offer. She loves to claim that she is constantly gossiping about other people, but when you want to speak about anything significant with her, she is unable to create conversation. She likes to say that she is always gossiping about other people. Uptown teeny bopper. She has a lot of money. Everything she has is better than yours, and she wants to make sure that you know it. She is only interested in dating the very finest of the best. Is only concerned with her own well-being. She is very egotistical and self-indulgent, and she still acts like a grown-up version of a daddy's little girl. No matter what she does or where she goes, she must always be the focus of attention. She can't stand to be ignored. Idiotic young woman. Everything in life is so painful for a girl like her. Is the kind of girl who sheds a lot of tears. The most harmless remark or constructive criticism might send her off. You should steer clear of this kind of lady because if you date her, you will feel obligated to apologize all the time, even if you haven't done anything wrong. Avoid her at all costs. You should also steer clear of committing to a long-term relationship with her, since she is suicidal and will hold you responsible for her death in the event that you decide to end the connection. Elusive girl is the kind of lady that is hesitant to become involved in a romantic connection. It's possible that she was injured in a previous relationship, and as a result, she unconsciously steers clear of or sabotages new relationships in the current day. At first, she gives the impression that she is interested, but, when some time has passed, she flees. Is the kind of lady that tries to communicate with you in a muddled way on purpose so that you'll never get her. Talking girl. There is a significant gap between someone who is able to carry on a pleasant conversation that is humorous and someone who feels the need to give their opinion on everything they hear or read. This is the kind of person who is very difficult to please and who feels the need to comment on everything that is going on or being said around her at all times. Romantic girl. She experiences this in the fictional world of films and love stories. She is quite daydreamy, often making up stories in her head and hoping that Prince Charming would come after her. She has no idea how things work in the real world. From childhood on, she was brought up to believe that she was a princess. Negative girl. A girl like her will never stop making you feel terrible, even if there is no objective basis for such feelings. It is a constant source of concern, and she is unable to experience joy. She is surrounded by negativity at all times. She will make you feel as if the best thing that could ever happen to you was the worst thing that did happen, even if something fantastic does happen to you. Girl who exerts control. She enjoys exerting complete authority in your relationship as well as over you personally. Tries to exert authority over you in every aspect of what you do, which you dress, and what you eat. If you attempt to exert authority on her as well, she will get irate, start crying or screaming, or resort to any other manipulative strategy typical of women until you give in. Flirting girl. She will flirt with everybody and will show off her sexuality whenever she has the chance. Exerts a significant pull on those who encounter it. There is always the possibility that they may ditch you at any time if someone better comes along. Remember that not all women are the same and that maybe there is a good and caring woman out there who is just waiting for you somewhere. With all of these different types of girls that you should steer clear of, it is now much simpler for you to make a good choice about who should be your next girlfriend.